Welcome to January 2015's technique class using the Painted Petals stamp set. This video will be sharing how you make this card that we made at the technique class. This is the finished card. I actually haven't designed the inside of this card, so you can do whatever you wish, but you do have cardstock inside your pack to make the inside. So what you've got, if I take it all out, what you've got on the inside is some brown and cream to go on the inside, and then you can do some of the flower if you wish, whatever works for you. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to stamp the front of our card. We're going to use a sponge dauber, and we're going to use the mask, and we are going to ink the front of the card. So grab a little bit of washi tape just to hold the mask in place, and then I recommend that you also hold it in place somewhere else, so keep a hold of it the whole time. Now grab a dauber, that's what colour you want to use, soft suede or crumb cake. So grab a dauber first and test out the colour on the background sheet. That's not too offensive, so I can just simply pick up colour from the ink pad, and I'm going to now, I just start at the top and work my way down. I'm just going to go inside the mask and build up the colour. Now I'm going in a circular motion. I don't want the colour to be too strong personally on my card. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So that's strong enough, okay, even though it looks very subtle against the mask. So have a little check. And what you may find is as you move across, either you pick up less ink, or you don't replenish, or your arm gets tired. You may find it gets more faint as you move across or down the page, so just be mindful of that. That's fine if you want a graduated look, but if you don't want a graduated look, then try and make sure you're using even pressure and re-inking after each polka dot. Going to check the progress. Okay, so I'm happy with that, so I'm just going to keep going. Just give a nice crisp finish to the mask. There's also hearts and stars and stripes, so you can find a pattern that suits your card or your style. This is great for scrapbooking layouts too, just to add a bit of interest on some background paper. And then simply all you need to do is just wash off the ink. You could run it under a tap and dry it with a towel, or use a wet wipe to just get the ink off the top of the mask, because if you went to lay this down on another card, all the ink that's sat on this plastic sheet will then transfer onto your card front if you've laid it face down. So just be mindful of that. These masks are £2.75 and you get 2 in a pack. Oi! Now my just moved. So if I'm careful, I should be able to just line it up and make sure you hold it like I wasn't doing. Let's hope I haven't fluffed it up. But if I have, that'll be where I stick the front part of my card down. I'm rushing now, so you'll find that I bet if I lift it up. That's okay, I was going to say it's getting faint, more faint, but it's not too bad. Keep going until we finish the whole card front. Like so. And before I just let go, I'm just going to check it. Okay, check it. I'm happy with that, so I can now peel the washi tape back off and remove the mask. There we go. And then I will clean that mask separately. So that's my card background. Then you will find that you have one of these cut out from the window frames framelit dies. It'll look like this. Window frames collection framelits. That's going to stick on the front of your card like so. And then you've also got a bit of crumb cake and a bit of Wisteria Wonder that are designed to fit over the top, mat and layer one another just perfectly, and then just sit here like that, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to stamp the crumb cake. So I'm going to do that first. Now this image here is the joined flower here and the leaf here, and they're designed to coordinate. I'll show you what I mean. So let's get the leaf, the flower, sorry, and the leaf. I'm going to stamp the leaf first, so I need a nice big block, position my leaf stamp on the block, and then I'm going to position my flower stamp. So I'm going to get the soft suede ink, I'm going to ink up my leaf. Now, I don't know if you can see, but there is a stem here, just there, and that corresponds with this lone bud here. So what I'm going to try and do is fit as many leaves on as I possibly can onto the card. So I'm going to stamp it like this. Okay. And then I'm going to ink up my flower stamps with Wisteria Wonder, and that little one bud that I talked about is going to be coming off just here, so you're not going to get all of it, and if you look at it on my card you can see it just here. So I'm going to ink it up, and I'm going to position that little one bud on my stem, and then as you get that in the right place you'll see that everything else just kind of fits and sits where it should. So then stamp that down, and when I did this first I just found it was a bit insipid and I wanted to add a bit more colour, so I got my aqua painter and I picked up some of the colour and I just highlighted some parts of the flower. It's very subtle, it's not very dark at all. I didn't want to take away from it too much, I just wanted to add a bit of depth. I'm also going to add some glitter in a minute, so there. So I've just made it a little bit more depth to it. Then what am I going to do now? Then you've got a scrap of Wisteria Wonder card, and using the Early Espresso ink, and I used the Crazy About You stamps. I'm going to find the sentiment that I want to go with the word you. You've all got a U cut out in your card kit. Now I did originally do two and wanted to have it like a shaded effect. I really didn't like it, so mine was already stuck down, but I'm just going to stick with the one purple U, which is what I've cut for you. So let's have a look. I'm now going to just stamp the word. Now I'd stamped on here the words just for, that said just be, but I cut the B off, so you can make the words say whatever you want them to say. I'm just going to stamp the word hello in Early Espresso ink. If I try and do it as straight as possible, just make him, the H isn't great. Just making my life a little bit easier. There we go, that's better. Just making my life a little bit easier if I did it straight in the first place, because now I can just simply cut up either side and then cut across and just cut a rectangle around the word. Okay, like that. That's going to stick over here like that. So just a little bit of Tombow. Make sure you leave room for the little 3 dots. So if I put this about here. Now my aqua painter and should have finished by now. When I say finished, should have dried by now. Now I've got one of these quickie glue pens. I'm just going to see which one's got glue in it. One's empty and one isn't. I just got to find which one it is. Right, okay, so it's just a little pen of glue. So you just want to get a small amount of glue onto the finished card, and I'm just trying to pick up a tiny bit of glitter. It'll make a huge amount of difference, like so. Then I'm going to grab my glitter, which, where are you, glitter? It's probably on my desk already. Glitter! No. Glitter. Where is my glitter? trusted my instinct. It was in my trolley. I'm going to grab it and just pop a little bit of glitter. I really don't like glitter. It does add a nice little touch though. So I've just managed to cover myself with glitter. Oh, my case is broken, look at that. Oops, I need to get a new lid. Another excuse to have a Chinese takeaway. Now, I need to get my little 3 dots of my candy dots. You can use the point, excuse me, the point of your scissors and just stick those in place. Got a little random pink one here. There we go. And now I'm going to stick that to the Wisteria Wonder Square. Matte layer that. And then I'm going to raise that up on dimensionals. I will spare you. I kept singing this morning when I was saying raise it up. Oops. Right. Okay, I'm going to use my leftover edge pieces. Use these things up. They are brilliant for sticking something like this down. Let's just grab these. I've made these individual. There we go. Peel off the backing. Okay. That's going to stick on here like so. Just adds a bit of dimension there. And then that's going to stick on the front of my card like that. And then last but not least, I have already cut you out a U, Y-O-U. And we're going to use just poke through any of the excess pieces that you don't need. I'm going to use the transfer adhesive sheet. Look for where there's dots of glue left, lay it down, rub over the top of it. Don't stick your card down, crikey. Use my glue remover for that. Peel it off. It's got glue all over the back of it. And decide where you want your U to go. So I'm going to be a bit fancy schmancy with this one. Stick that down like that. So I'm going to put mine there like that. So hello U. And then, I know you don't believe me, I've messed up my card. Let me keep turning my, here we go. So adhesive remover looks like this. And it's one of the best tools ever invented. And you can see that those dots are doing their job and sticking that already. So if I just rub over those dots, actually we'll remove them to make sure there's none on this side. And then you will see there is no more sticking. It won't stick because it's removed it. Brilliant little tool, and Stampin' Up do sell that. So that's your card, slightly different to this one, slightly different version, and it was as simple as that. So I really hope you enjoy joining me at this class. Love to see you next month. Next month we are using Mum's Love, which looks like this, and I will be showing you ways to use this set that isn't just for Mum's or Mother's Day, and bringing in other sentiments to make it work. So I hope to see you on that class. Thanks for taking part, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much. Bye bye.